Oh, I don't know why. Hi. So I don't know why my camera looks like that, where it's like with the light. I don't know why it's doing that, but we're gonna ignore it, okay? So today I will be, sorry, it's been a minute, it's been a moment since I've been on camera. I don't know if you can hear that, but we're gonna also ignore that. Anyway, I'm going to be, okay, some of these are dry. So I am that kid that like just DIYs a bunch of stuff, has a bunch of old things, not antique or vintage type of deal, just stuff that people would have thrown out. I'm kind of like a raccoon, except I don't do the trash digging. It's just someone says I'm gonna throw this out and then I take it instead. I am that person. Anyway, I have a bunch of makeup brushes that a friend of mine threw out. So, or was going to throw out. I guess she technically didn't get the whole shot to throw them out. That I'm gonna be cleaning today because I think they'll be really cool for painting and dusting, blushing, you know, with the chalks and stuff. Anyway, also doing kind of like if I was in. Well, I am gonna be doing that, the if I was in. But I don't know how many I'm gonna do, depending on how long I can talk for, because I have an hour of space left. I just saw that. Anyway, let's start then. So someone asked what I'd be like if I was in Death Note, so let's find out, right? Okay, if I was in Death Note, I am not smart enough. I am nowhere near intelligent enough to join that squad to take down Kira. Like, no, I would not be smart enough for that. So I wonder, right, would I be able to survive? I mean, as a regular human being who just doesn't really commit crimes, I probably would be fine. I'd probably just be living my life. Now, here's the thing. I would be a little bit tripped out if people were just dying because they committed crimes. Like, that was it, right? I would never want to commit a single crime in my life. Like, I would be a little bit paranoid about that, but I'd probably be neutral on the matter. Like, not very anti-Kira, but definitely not like a Kira fan. Sure, he kills murderers and sexual criminals, but there was also that point in time where he was just killing anybody that was committing a crime. So yeah, I would not put together that there was more than one. I would not notice a difference really, and if I did, what was I gonna do about it? The answer is nothing. I would have really done nothing about it. Because I'm not a detective. I'm not a true crime girly. I've never been. I don't really like, the most that I get to like law related things is seeing fiction. I also don't like watching Law and Order SVU. In fact, the intro trips me out. Like, just the fact that these are true things that happen to somebody and it's not fictionalized enough is just, or fictionalized at all, is just not for me. Like, I am not a true crime girly. The only true crime I like is heists and robberies. That's what I like to know. Like, this person committed a robbery. This is how this person committed a high-end jewelry heist. This is how they got caught. This is how they got away with it for so long. Like, that's what I'm interested in. But, like, this person got murdered. This person murdered this whole family. This person's a serial killer. Like, no. I don't understand how anyone can be the type to fall in love, not in love, asleep, my bad, totally different things, to stuff like, so as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, in Death Note, I would be totally fine. More than likely, I'd be totally fine. At the news of Kira's death and like exposing everything, I would be so tripped out. Like, what I would be tripped out about is like, it was like Yagami. He was also on the team to take Kira down. Like, that's what would trip me out. Other than that, like, really, there's not much to say about how I'd be in the Death Note world because it's so similar to the modern world now. There's really, like, no difference. Or at least no apparent difference that would be made. Side note, these brushes I did actually already clean with soap and water. I'm mostly just cleaning the handles because she never cleaned her brushes. If you are the type to not clean your brushes, you are perfectly normal. There are so many people that also don't clean their makeup brushes. You definitely should. You should be doing that. But if you don't do that, it's regular. It's so regular. Anyway, I totally forgot everything else that I wanted to say. Okay, I remember. So, somebody asked me what I'd be like in the Demon Slayer world. I'll be honest, I have seen season 1. Only season 1 of Demon Slayer. That is the extent of my Demon Slayer knowledge, and like a little bit of spoilers from the movie, the train movie. I would... Okay. How would I be? I would probably be a Demon Slayer for the sole reason that I would be so mad if a demon took me out. Like, I'd be so mad. I would be so angry if a demon took me out and mine. Like, that's... I would not rock with that. That would bother me. I would take a path similar to... Is his name Tanjiro? Maybe the main character of like, if my whole family got taken out, I would learn to be a Demon Slayer. Would it be easy for me to become a Demon Slayer? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, I am not the type to train physically. I don't do a lot of physical things. I don't like sports. I don't like working out. I don't like going to the gym. I'm not a runner. Like, those are but spite. Spite will get me to do it. Pure spite would definitely get me to do that. And honestly, I would probably be the type of Demon Slayer that just exists. I would probably be that. Like, I would avoid doing as much work as possible. I would avoid going on missions as much as possible. I would not want to compete with other Demon Slayers. I would not want to investigate something that was happening. I wholeheartedly would try my absolute darndest not to do anything outside of maybe freshen up my skills every now and again and survive. Like, just live life. Now, let's go down the route of I am following this dude around, right, Tanjiro? His sister would trip me out in the beginning purely because she's in a box. Like, that's what would trip me out. You could tell me she's half demon. She is a demon. She's a reformed demon. She's kind of a demon, but like not really. It doesn't matter what you told me. I'd just be like, okay, why is she in this giant box though? Like, that's what would trip me out, is the box. And after it was explained to me, oh, she can't be in the sun or she'll die. And also, I can't just take her around with me, because she has to have this thing in her mouth to prevent her from eating people. And, like, the whole shebang, and I just carry her around with me. Then I'd be like, okay, I can get behind that. Because I think the sister is actually really cool. I'm really not a fan of cutesy characters, but I think the sister's pretty cool. What's her name? Nezuko? Yeah. That's really what happened, is I would just go with him. The moment we why am I remembering all of their names now? That's funny. What's his name? Zetsu? The yellow guy? I love how I said all their names, but I forgot the guy with the head. The boar head. With the blue hair. Inosuke. There we go. Inosuke we would probably be friends. I'll be honest. We would probably be friends, but like not best buddies, because he's just so loud. He's so loud, and he's like kind of stupid. So like we would probably get along, but he'd get on my nerves. Zetsu, I think I would want to punch in his face at least once. At least once, I would really want to do that. And then once I discovered that he's actually really capable, I would hold that on the inside. Because him, the way he reacts to women in general is just, annoying. Especially if, it's kind of funny because it's pitiful when you're watching it. Like, he's just, in love with every woman he comes across. But it's a joke that would get tired real quickly. And I would not stand for it. I would be so annoyed. And Tanjiro, I think I would get along with, but what would annoy me about him is how nice he is. That would most likely just get on my nerves immediately, because I'm just like, dude, we don't have time to stop and do this thing that's probably going to put our lives in danger. Like, can we please keep it pushing? That's probably something that I would definitely get annoyed with. And I'd probably look around at some point and be like, why am I with this group? Why am I here right now? There's no one I could relate to. I obviously can't talk to Nezuko, and she would be the only other girl in the group. The butterfly girl. I really don't know her name. I think she'd get on my nerves. I don't remember why. 12/12, by the way. I don't remember why I think she'd get on my nerves. I just remember watching the show, and I was like, I don't think I'd like her. I really don't think I'd like her, and she probably really wouldn't like me. I forgot what thing she's part of, but that butterfly girl. Oh, the white-haired guy with the red and the 3 wives. I think I'd like him. I don't think he'd like me. I think he would just fascinate me, and his whole thing with, fashion, we would not click as much because of the way I dress specifically, but I think I would find him so cool. I'm almost certain I'd find him so cool, and the fact that he had 3 wives that he loved and cared about, and that loved and cared about him, would totally, I'd be obsessed. When it comes to the trial of Nezuko, I don't even know if it's a trial, but when they were just like, we should kill her, I would wholeheartedly be on my most attorney stuff right there, trying to plead her case on why she should not be murdered or killed. She hasn't killed anybody. That doesn't mean she won't kill anybody. Yeah, but she hasn't. I mean, you also haven't killed anybody. Does that mean that that doesn't mean that you're not gonna kill somebody? You know what I mean? I would try my hardest to get them to see that they should not kill her. And if they did kill her, they'd have to kill me too. Would it matter that much? Probably not, because I'm probably not even the strongest, demon slayer out there. But yeah, I'd go to bat for her. I would go to bat for her, because she doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't do anything wrong. At least from what I remember, she really doesn't do anything wrong. And, yeah, that's all I can think of for Demon Slayer, because I only watched that first season. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. One thing that bothers me, though, while I'm on the topic of Demon Slayer, is the fact, because if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, I don't know how you made it this far into me talking about it, but there's that part where he goes to the Demon Slayer test, right? And And that one demon is just like, yeah, I just eat all of his students because they all have the same mask. Bro, did you know that? Not the demon, the guy, the teacher guy. Like, did you know that he just attacks anybody with that mask? I'm real curious. I feel like you might have at some point put it together. Cause then why are you still giving them these masks? Cause you're making them a target. Yeah. No, okay, the moment that we met that demon guy that killed, the demon guy that makes the other demons, the one that looks like Michael Jackson, according to everybody, which I just think is hilarious. I would be so sad. Cause I'd be like, you are so good looking. But also you're creepy. And also you just be killing people just cause. I'd be kind of sad about that, not gonna lie. I'd be like, wow, what a world. Like, yeah. Oh, do I have time? Yes. Okay, this is gonna be, I guess I'm gonna speedrun them. Jujutsu Kaisen, okay? Real quick. I have only seen the first season. I know the second season either is dropping or it has dropped. But anyway, I didn't watch the movie either. I actually know a bit of the story just based on fan fiction. Just because I couldn't help it. I was really stuck in this one fan fiction I was reading, and then I didn't realize until late, I was already invested, that they were using spoilers from the manga. And I couldn't just stop there. I had to keep going. Anyway, I would become a sorcerer. I'm almost certain I'd become a sorcerer. Or, is that what they call them? Right? Maybe. And I would find Itadori so fascinating simply because this could be a longer video. This could be a longer video that I don't have the time for at the moment. So I'll leave you there. I would simply find Itadori so fascinating because he's a vessel and he's so happy-go-lucky. Like, that would blow my mind, and I'd be so interested in that. But if you want to know everything else, I'll probably make another video if I remember, or if you ask for it. Probably both, if I remember and do ask for it. Anyway, thank you for joining me as I clean these brushes up. I don't know what else to do. Oh, by the way, full moon was yesterday, the super blue moon in Pisces. However, today is still good. If you do the water thing, do the water thing. Put the water out. If this gets to you in time, you have 2 days, actually, after Yes, you do have 2 days after the full moon, 2 days before the full moon, and then the full moon day. 5 days total. The ones on the ends are the weakest. Obviously, 1818. Put your water out. Put your stones out. Put yourself out in the moonlight. It's also pretty if you're into that. I just wanted to throw that reminder in here. Anyway, I might start a podcast at some point. I'm kind of interested in that. Let me know if you're interested in that. Honestly, what I would talk about on the podcast, I'm talking fast because I want to edit and get this video out. Also, the sun is going down, in case you didn't notice. But I honestly just want to talk about TikTok drama because I think it's funny. I think it's so funny. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for your time, and you will see me in the next one. Bye.